Hey guys, for arithmetic today, I want you to watch the Go Noodle video, Hullabaloo. We've done this one before, so you should be able to sing along, dance along with it. And it's gonna remind you about greater than, less than, and equal to, which we need for our lesson today. Now, before we jump into our arithmetic lesson for today, I want to review yesterday's money lesson. Some of you might have been confused, so I just want to do it again with you one more time because you will see it on your paper again. So we were counting dollars and coins, and we were trying to choose the smallest number of dollars and the smallest number of coins that we would have to carry in our pocket to equal that amount. So we want to get as close to that number without going over it to get that amount in our pocket. Now, I accidentally didn't leave myself enough space, so some of my writing is going to be kind of small, but our amount today is $8.41. Now we want to get all the way up to $8.41. We don't want to have more than that in our pocket. We want exactly $8.41. I could say I have all pennies that are $8 worth $8.41, so 841 pennies. That would be a lot of pennies. I do not want to use the most amount of coins or dollars that I can. I want to use the fewest, the lowest number of dollars and coins that I can put in my pocket. So there's two ways I could do this. I could use a 5 or I could use 8 ones, but then if I have 8 ones, that's still not using the smallest number of dollar bills. So if I can fit one $5 bill into $8, I'm going to use one $5 bill. If I used two, that would be $10, and that's too much. So I'm going to use one $5 bill. So my new total down here is $5, and I'm going to keep adding on down here at the bottom until at the end it says $8.41, because that's exactly how much I want to get. So if I have $5, how many $1 bills do I need to get to $8? So if I count with my fingers, because it's counting by ones, because it's $1 bills, I say I have 5, so 6, 7, 8. That's $3, three $1 bills to get me to $8. So my new total is $8. So now I have all of my dollars, I just need my cents. So next I have quarters, because I always start with the biggest amount that's going to get me the closest to that number. So I'm starting with quarters. Quarters are worth 25 cents. So one is worth 25, two together are worth 50 cents. 50 is too much because that's more than 41. So I only want to use one quarter. Now I have $8.25. Okay, so I still want to get as close to 41 cents as I can, so I'm moving on to dimes. Dimes are worth 10 cents, so I can just count by tens. Even if I start on a different number, I'm counting by tens, so I'm just changing the number in the tens place up by 1. So if I add 10 cents to $8.25, that's $8.35. If I add 2 dimes, that's 20 cents, so it would be $8.45, but that's more than 41, so that's too high. So I only want to add 1 dime. That's 10 cents, so $8.25 plus 10 cents is $8.35. I'm getting close, but I'm not there yet. So I have nickels next. Nickels are worth 5 cents. So if I add 5 cents to $8.35, I have $8.40, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 cents. That's really close. If I add another 5, that would be $8.45, and that's too much, so I'm going to add 1 nickel. So I have $8.40. Now I'm really close. I'm going to add pennies. They're worth 1 cent. How many pennies do I need to get from $8.40 to $8.41? I need 1 penny. It's only 1 cent difference. So I end up with $8.41. So I have 1 $5 bill, 3 $1 bills, 1 quarter, 1 dime, 1 nickel, and 1 penny. And that means I have $8.41 because I counted it all along the bottom to help me along the way. If you still have questions, let me know. Now we're moving on to something a little bit trickier. So we've been talking about fractions just a little bit. We've been talking about halves, thirds, and fourths. So I actually cut these circles. They're not perfect circles. I did the best that I could. I cut these circles into halves, thirds, and fourths. So this one right here, this is halves. This is thirds. And this is fourths. Now, when we think about those numbers, halves, thirds, fourths, fourths sounds like it's the biggest because 4 is bigger than 3 and 2. But when we're talking fractions, as the number on the bottom gets bigger, the amount actually gets smaller. So you can sort of see it in this picture that halves, if I colored in 1/2 right here, that's 1/2, and this would be 1/3. If you look carefully, 1/2 is actually more than 1/3. And then if I colored in 1/4 over here, this one's a little bit easier to see. 1/2 is definitely bigger than 1/4. But so is 1/3. 1/3 is also bigger. If you were able to put them on top of each other, this one is the biggest, then this one, then this one. 1/4 is actually the smallest out of these three. So you're gonna be doing that with your paper. You're gonna be comparing and looking at them next to each other of which amount is colored in is more or less or equal. So let's see, if we look at our paper, to remind you, when we say 1/2, it means the circle or the shape is cut into 2 pieces total, but one of them is colored in. If we say 1/3, it's cut into 3 pieces total, but only one of them is colored in. If 2 pieces were colored in, it would be 2/3. And if all 3 of them, it would be the whole thing, it would be 3/3 or 1 whole. Because you would be able to see the whole thing is colored in. So then fourths, 1 piece colored in, it's separated into 4 pieces total. So 4 on the bottom, 1 on top. If I had 2 of them colored in, it would be 2/4. And you would actually be able to see that 2/4 is actually the same amount as 1/2. If I had 3 of them colored in, it would be 3 pieces colored out of 4 cut pieces. So let's look at our paper. If you flip over to the back of your arithmetic paper, section 1, it says color to show the fractions. Write greater than, less than, or equal to. So the first one, it says 3/4. So it's all of these circles are already cut for you. You just need to color it the way they tell you. So 3/4, it's already cut into fourths. You just need to color in 1, 2, 3. And then the second one next to it says 1/4, and you need to look at, I'll show you. You need to color it in according to what it says. So it's cut already in fourths, color in 1 section. And then you're gonna compare which one is colored in more, and the big side of your carrot is going to eat the one that's more. The big side is open to the one that's more. So, for example, let's see if I did I know they're not perfect circles. Let's say I did, I don't want to copy one that's already on there. Let's say I just compare these two, actually. 1/2 and 1/3. I kind of already gave the answer away earlier, but that's okay. So I have 1/2 colored in and 1/3 color in. If you look at them, which one looks like it has more colored in? So if you look really carefully, if I wanted to look, pretend in my head, halfway would still go all the way up here. So halfway would still have all of this colored in, but 1/3 is missing that. So that means that 1/2 has more than 1/3. This one's colored in more than this one is. If they look exactly the same, if they look like they have exactly the same amount colored in, then they're gonna be equal. So you have 3 options for that box. If you have any questions, let me know. I know fractions can be kind of confusing and comparing them can be kind of confusing. So let me know if you have any questions. Section 2 is just like this, just what we learned yesterday. You're gonna go through and make the right amount. It has the numbers underneath already for you, so that should help you figure out how many of each thing you need. Section 3 on the back, all you have to do is read that star card and you're gonna write the number that it represents. So what number belongs in the thousands place, what number belongs in the hundreds place, what number belongs in the tens place, what number belongs in the ones place, and then do that for the second number as well. Now on the front is all review. Section 1, write the missing number. Be careful when you're calculating the missing numbers because it's a different process for addition or subtraction. Then section 2, there are actually 3 questions you have to answer. So read those directions very carefully. Use the calendar underneath, that orange calendar, to help you with those dates that it's asking for. Section 3, how much money? Be very careful when you're doing this. I've seen some of you get this part mixed up. It says 5 quarters. You're gonna count up how much 5 quarters would equal, and that's gonna be the first line only. And then the second line is 7 nickels. So how many cents is 7 nickels? Write that in the cents spot. And then 9 pennies, be very careful as you write down how much 9 pennies is. It's not just 9. You have to have numbers in the columns for the ones place, the tens place, and the hundreds place when you do this. Same thing for the second problem on the right. And then section 4, you're just answering those problems that are 3 numbers long, addition and subtraction. You have to work yourself from left to right. You can't go backwards or mix it all up. You have to go from left to right to get the right answer. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.